Everybody, and welcome to tonight's opportunity call. Thank you very much for joining us. Tonight we are going to be telling you all about our amazing product and our incredible business opportunity as well. So we're going to get kick-started straight away with our lovely Paula, who is going to give you a run through on our lovely products.
Hi everyone, thanks so much, Sarah. So, as Sarah said, my name is Paula and I'm going to share with you our wonderful Juice Plus products. So if you're new to the products, you'll get a really good idea of just all the health benefits and just how fantastic they are. So I first got introduced to the products just over 6 years ago, and it immediately made sense to me that you could get fruits and vegetables in capsules, bridging the gap between what you should eat and what you don't eat. And I just was really excited to get started. And after just a few days, I just got the most immediate, loads more energy. And 6 years later, I'm full of energy all the time. I haven't had one day sick since I started. My skin's better, all sorts of health benefits, and I just know that they're feeding my body at a cellular level just what it needs. So I'd love to share with you more about, we'll start off with the capsules. If you just want to pop onto the next slide, please, James. Ah, he's gone. Okay, so we all know that the more fruits and vegetables we eat, the healthier we are. And we all know we're supposed to have at least 5 portions of fruits and vegetables a day. And looking at these statistics here, you can see that almost 90% of adults are not getting enough vegetables. 59% are not getting enough fruits, and you can see here with the kids, 96% are not getting enough fruits and vegetables, and over 70% of youngsters are not getting what they should be getting. So our capsules are just absolute genius. They're, as I said, fruits and vegetables in capsules, so you can just get what you need in just capsule form with a glass of water before you even start your day. Thanks, James. So here you go, you can see what we've actually got in them. So we've got the fruit ones. I've actually just finished them while I was waiting. So you've got the fruit blend, which you've got 10 fruits. So every single day you get in the range of, you can see here, apple, orange, pineapple, and so on. But they're called whole food, and what that means is you're getting the whole food. So say with the orange, you're not just getting what you would be eating, the orange, you're getting the peel and you know, the bits that have got all the most nutrients in. And the same with the apple, you're getting the core, the mango, you're getting the skin. So you're just getting all of the nutrients that you need out of each one of these fruits. Every single day, 10 fruits. And then with the vegetable blend, you get in, as you can see here, 10 vegetables. And you know, we all know how healthy our leafy greens are, and we all know that most people don't like them, and if they do like them, they don't eat them every single day. So every single day you're getting in your body kale, broccoli, spinach, tomatoes, carrots, all of those things. And you know, you can see here, I don't know if you can see the capsules, they just come in just capsules. You just have 2 of each every single day, and that will give you your 10 vegetables. And you go on to the berries here. Now, berries are absolutely jam-packed full of antioxidants, phytonutrients, polyphenols, all the things that help to keep our cells healthy and also help to prevent premature aging as well, not just of our skin, but about every single you know, organ in our body, every single cell in our body. So, you know, they really are beauty from within. And you're getting here, you're getting berries that you've probably never even heard of, let alone eaten, and definitely not eaten every single day. So again, 2 berries and you're getting all of these essential nutrients every single day. And berries are fantastic for you know, well, the skin, hair, nails, immune system and energy, and you know, just so many different benefits. So you can see here the range, like 30 fruits, vegetables and berries every single day. You can imagine the health benefits. Thanks, James. So here's Bill, he's our cranberry farmer. All of our farms across the world are hand-picked just for juice, and were just for Juice Plus. And you can see here, Bill is growing our cranberries. They're all harvested, ripened to be their peak nutrition. So unlike the fruits and vegetables and berries and everything that you see in the supermarkets that have been picked weeks and weeks before because they've been have to be transported across the world maybe, or across the country, to sit in a supermarket, to sit in your fruit bowl or your fridge. By the time you actually eat them, you know, it's weeks since they were actually first picked. So you've missed out all that nutrition. So all of ours are picked right when they're at their peak ripeness. They're absolutely packed full. They get the maximum micronutrients and phytonutrients and phytochemicals, and they are juiced at a speed that keeps the nutrition in. They then take away the water and the sugar, and then they're dried at a temperature that keeps the nutrition in. So what you're left with is just basically the nutrients that are then encapsulated into the little capsules that I just showed you, which you can easily and conveniently just take them with a glass of water. And there's your 30 fruits and vegetables. Thanks, James. So as well as adults, Juice Plus are hugely passionate about the whole family being healthy. And so they've got a Healthy Starts for Families program, which means if an adult buys the capsules, they can get free for their child capsules, or depending on their age, chewables. There's been 1.5 million children and families all over the world taking part in our family program, with a staggering 96% of children showing that they've got had health benefits. So they get them free up to 4 years between the from the age of 4 to, if they're in full-time education, up to 21, which is absolutely amazing. So the whole family can be healthy at the same time. Thanks, Jim. So there you go. There's the chewables. They just come in little pouches here. You can see here the berries, the fruits, and the vegetables. You can't actually see them, but they've got all the same fruit, you know, things that I showed you before. So you've got, your children can have kale every day, and broccoli every day, and spinach every day. And if you're a parent, you'll know that it's almost impossible to get these kind of things in your children. So the children think that they're actually eating sweets, but they're not. They're getting their 5 a day, and they're, you know, their fruits and vegetables. So genius way of getting your fruits and vegetables inside your children's diet. Thanks, James. So you can see here a few more statistics. Over 71% of children are eating less fast food and soft drinks when they start taking the Healthy Starts for Families and the chewables and capsules. Now, what that is, why that is because what you put in your body starts to crave. So if you're feeding your child, or your child is eating a diet full of, you know, donuts and McDonald's, then they're going to be craving that kind of food. But because at a cellular level, they're you know, flooding their body with all these powerful nutrients, that's what they start to crave. So don't be surprised if once you get your children on these, that they suddenly start saying, Mum, can I have some broccoli? Can I have some, you know, can I have an apple? Can I have something that they probably never ever wanted before? They'll start eating more of. 89% are more aware of their health, 71% drinking more water, and 61% eating more fruits and vegetables. So you can see here, you know, the statistics just speak for themselves. As soon as you get your child on them, they're going to start getting health benefits. Thanks, James. So as well as us just saying how amazing they are, and whoever put you on the call this evening, they're backed by almost 40 gold standard clinical studies, which are the best clinical studies out there. They are the most researched nutritional product in the world. So absolute bulletproof, all their science. And we know at the moment with, you know, with everything that's going on in the world, that it's so important to be healthy and keep our immune system strong. And we're proud that our capsules have got 4 clinical studies showing that they support the immune health and the immune system. So they're great at the moment to keep our immune system strong. They help to protect the DNA. They have got a skin study, so for skin health. So if you take these, don't be surprised if people say, oh, what have you done to your skin? You know, your skin looks amazing, you look younger, you look fresher, your skin can be clearer. My dad had eczema for over 20 years. He started on the capsules. We don't make any claims, but he started on the capsules, and after 3 months it completely cleared up. 6 years later it's completely clear still. So we call it the Juice Plus Glow. They're really amazing for the skin, and again, backed by science. They're great for dental health. Help to reduce oxidative stress, and they also help to reduce inflammation. So, you know, if you've got inflammation in your body, it can lead to disease and ill health. So it's really important to keep your inflammation level markers and levels down. So Juice Plus are clinically proven to do that. So, you know, absolutely fantastic that they've got all these studies backing them and more. Thanks, James. So as well as our fruits and vegetables and berries, we've got our newest capsules, which are Amigas. Now, Amigas, we can't make, our body does not make Amigas, so we need to get it from our diet. And most people just simply do not get enough. You get Amigas from fish and seeds and, you know, things like, and oils and things like that. And, you know, in today's world, where there's a lot of people are vegans or vegetarians, then, you know, they're going to struggle to get their Amigas. But also people just don't get enough. So our Amiga blend, unlike the normal fish Amigas that you see out there that are usually just 3 and 6 Amigas, we have got Omega 3, 5, 6, 7 and 9. So we've got, you know, a real good blend there of all the Amigas that our body needs. And the best thing about them, they are not made from any fish. They're just made from plants and seeds, and as you can see here, the oils from their seeds there. So like the fish goes and eats the algae in the sea, we just go straight to the algae plant and take the oil out. So we miss out the fish and just go straight in there and get the plant that the fish would have eaten, and that's where you would get the normal oils from. So you've got here, you can see here the different Amigas that we've got in there. And if you didn't realize what Amigas are good for, they're really good for brain health, help to prevent you know, brain disease. They're really good for eye health, cardiovascular health, your skin, your joints, and again, every single cell of your body. Thanks, James. So as well as the capsules, we've got our complete range. Now, these are, as I say, a complete, which means they've got everything in them that you need for a highly nutritious meal. So if you're going to choose the bars, the absolutely delicious chocolate or fruit bars, we've got the soup here, and we've also got the shakes, the complete plant protein powder, which you can make shakes or whatever you want, smoothie bowls or whatever you want with it. But most people use a shake. And what you would do with that is just put some plant milk or some regular milk in if you prefer. You can add some extra fruit in as well and just make the most delicious shake. Great for breakfast, really healthy start for the day, really great for just a healthy snack or meal, pre and post workout, pregnant women, breastfeeding, completely safe for, and they're really, really fantastic for weight loss as well, because they've got everything your body needs for a highly nutritious meal. You can safely replace up to 2 meals a day, and knowing that you're getting all the nutrition that you need, and with only 220 calories. So you get in a healthy way for you to lose weight and get all the nutrition. You can see here, perfect mix of protein. So it's plant protein, so you haven't got any of the whey in there, which can cause inflammation in your system. So our plant protein, carbohydrates from root vegetables, and I think the plant proteins 19 grams. We've got 20 of the fruits and vegetables in that I've just gone through. And again here, the vitamins, minerals and healthy fats that we need for a healthy meal. Thanks, James. And you can see here, they come in either the large pouches, which have got 2 weeks supply, or the single sachets, which you can eat. They're perfect for on the go. But all of these products should come with a warning in of how amazing they make you feel, but also these should come with a warning of how fantastic, how delicious they taste. I mean, I'm addicted to them. They really are delicious. Thanks, James. So as well as all the products that I've just mentioned, we've got our newest product, the Lift, which is an instant energy drink. So unlike the regular instant energy drinks that people are, you know, can pick up from the supermarket or wherever, that are full of chemicals and lots of sugars, these are just full of natural plants, and they're absolutely delicious, and they give you an instant pick-me-up. Thanks, James. We'll just move on and I'll just talk about what's in them. So you can see here, they're absolutely packed full of essential B vitamins, which help to you know, give you energy, natural energy, and they're made from mango, guava and lemon peel, and the natural caffeine here, so it's not the chemical caffeine, it's from a plant, and it's a yerba mate plant. So it just comes in a little powder, make it into a little drink, and again, this is an absolute must for anyone who just wants that just instant pick me up. I'm living off this at the moment because I've just got a little puppy, so I'm getting my not a full night's sleep every night, so these are absolutely amazing. Thanks, James. So as well as the product's been safe for everyone, they have also got the they've got the clean stamp from Informed Choice, which means any athletes or you know, that want to take our products can take them absolutely safe. In fact, we've got Olympic athletes and elite athletes all over the world who actually use Juice Plus as their nutrition choice to give them their body fuel their body with what it needs to perform for performance. And if they were to have any doping tests or anything like that, it'd be completely safe. So safe for everybody. Thanks, James. So there you go. We've got the capsules for a daily support of for you and your family, just to maintain. I call them my nutritional safety belt or my health insurance. They just, you know, they just really help to support your system. You've got the complete here for control, just to give your body a nutritionally balanced meal or meal replacement. And you've got here the Lift, which, as I said, is for natural energy. So it's just for performance. So it just gives your body that lift that it needs. And that's it. So that's our amazing products. If you haven't tried them, I highly, highly recommend that you give them a go. And I can guarantee you will absolutely love them, because everybody who takes them always gets some kind of health benefit. So I'll pass you back over to Sarah, and enjoy the rest of tonight. Thanks.
Brilliant. Thank you so much, Paula. And I think, you know, you're going to hear across the board from all of our lovely speakers this evening that we have absolutely incredible products, which is why we're so fortunate, because it makes the business side of things really, really easy, because you're naturally going to want to recommend the products to all of your friends and family. So our first speaker of the evening, and she's probably going to kill me that she's up first as well, is our lovely Kelly. I know, just unmute yourself at the bottom, Kelly. Kelly's only actually been on our team for about I think, was it 4 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks?
Coming up to my 4th week, yeah.
Yeah, so which is diving in at the deep end, aren't you?
Yeah.
Kelly, if you just want to go straight ahead and tell us about your product and business journey so far.
Yeah, so I started Juice Plus itself as a customer. This is my 7th week. I started on the boosters and the shakes, but I obviously wanted to lose a bit of weight. But prior to that, I've tried 2 famous, well-known diet plans. I've gone back and forward to the doctors. I've been tested for like underactive fibroids. I just couldn't understand why I couldn't shift weight. So I was willing just to try another diet plan. So I grabbed onto that. I'm now 7 weeks in, and I've lost 18 pounds in weight. which is amazing, just on shakes and boosters. I've started the berries just a week ago, so I feel amazing. And it's not just for the weight for me. I suffer from severe anxiety and a mild depression as well, and I don't sleep. I've never slept for the past 4 years, and since joining Juice Plus, just on the shakes and the boosters alone, I've slept like a baby throughout. So I'm like amazing. As you can see, I feel really refreshed in myself. So it's not just about the diet plan for me, it was a whole overall lifestyle change. My mood swings much better, my relationships are much better, so it was really amazing for that. I joined the franchise when I got asked to 4 weeks ago, and I'm not this kind of person. I don't talk to people, I don't like to broadcast my lifestyle, just kind of keep myself to myself. But for some reason I just had a bad day and I just wanted to make a change. I was like, do you know what, I'm just going to say yes for a change, and I said yes, and I've loved it ever since. My first couple of days I was getting the customers in. I did my first live. Obviously it took a few days to get back in, and even one of my customers said today, it's where have you got this energy from, where have you got this confidence from? And it's just amazing to see in just 6 weeks how my life has completely changed. So I hit my first promotion maybe 2 weeks in, which comes with an £80 bonus, and after that I was like, I need the next one. Like, I'm just so excited to make the financial difficulties. I'm a full-time working mum to a 10-year-old, so I work 37.5 hours a week in retail, and my money just comes in and goes back out, if it be on the mortgage, on the rent, on the childcare, on his clothes, at school. So I didn't ever have money for myself, and I don't want to go out party or anything. It's just to have something nice to have if you have clothes or a car. So I just wanted to keep getting different in. And then on my 4th week, just before month end, I hit my second promotion, which comes with a 300, altogether it was £330 bonus. And then I found my paycheck triple and multiplied by 10, which I almost earned about £500 this month for my first month, which was amazing. I was voice noting everyone. I was like, oh my God, how did I not know this much money could come into my life? So the first thing the girls asked me what I was going to do with my money, I was like, going to Aldi. I need to get a food shop for the 6 weeks holidays. It's not like I wanted a big holiday or anything like that. Food shop for me was amazing. And we've also going to have a day to the seaside. So it was really amazing for me. And then I'm on to my third promo, which comes to a £750 bonus. I wouldn't even know what to do with that with myself. I don't have that money to myself at all. So I'm mind blown of what the opportunities this business have given me, not just for me, for my son, my confidence, the money, the financial benefits, and my weight loss has just been amazing for me.
Oh, Kelly, I've actually got goosebumps listening to you.
I get emotional. I'm
trying not to get emotional because I feel like I cry on our calls every week and people must just think I'm a crazy woman. But to hear what this business has done for you, what the products have done for you, what the money's going to do for you, and what you've achieved in just 4 weeks in the business, to think in 3 or 4 weeks you paid £50 to start your franchise and you've earned almost £500 in just a few weeks time, and the impact that that's going to have on your life is Thank you so much, Kelly, and thank you for joining this evening, because I'm so last minute and I was literally like, could you speak tonight? About 3 hours to go. But honestly, like you said,
yes though, so that's
exactly. But like you said, coming from a background, if you suffer with anxiety and things like that, and to have this business that's makes you build your confidence and step out of your comfort zone, you are doing incredible. And you are going to sales coordinator this month and you're getting that £750 bonus, and it's going to just be up and up and up from you. Huge congratulations and thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
Thanks. Okay, so up next we have got our lovely Howard. Are you there, Howard?
Howard's here.
Hi, how are you?
I'm a well person as ever. Thank you very much, and welcome to everybody on the call this evening, especially our guests who are looking at this business for the first, or their initial sort of foray into exactly what it is that we do. I first came across this business an awfully long time ago in the early 1990s when Juice Plus was first launched. Timing wasn't quite right for me. I had just received a fantastic job offer where I was traveling to Russia and Kazakhstan and places. No, I wasn't a spy. I wasn't working for MI6, I'm not a spook, but it was a very interesting job, and I chose to walk down that particular path. Since then, I came out of the corporate world as working for myself, and I had a wine importing business for around about 15 or 16 years. About 9 or 10 years into that, I knew it was almost the beginning of the end. I realized that my business wasn't all that it should be, and I was looking for a plan B. So it was fortunate that then at the end of 2013, an old friend of mine got in touch with me, and his timing was very good for two reasons. The first, because I needed a plan B, as I said. The second was that I was into a lot of cycling, doing a lot of road cycling at that point. Nothing competitive, just doing some big events. And I had lined up a big event in the Alps the following year, in the following July. And I knew that the quality of the nutrition within Juice Plus would underpin the training I was going to have to do. But I also figured there were probably one or two other products that had been introduced that would help me. And the Complete that Paula so eloquently talked about, that was an absolute game changer for me. The plant-based protein, I didn't want to use dairy-based whey protein. This offered a wonderful opportunity for post-exercise recovery, and I found that tremendously useful. So the products I didn't really need to be reconvinced on. I needed to look at the business again more carefully. And I figured now that the timing back in 2013, 2014, was a lot more appropriate, simply because not just for me personally, people's awareness is so much higher for personal health. I mean, that is really stating the obvious right now, I think. But even back then, people's awareness, because you couldn't switch on the radio, TV, or open a newspaper or magazine without being told this was good for you, this was bad for you. It was all quite confusing. But what we do know is that fruits, vegetables, and berries are never, ever, ever, ever going to go out of fashion. They simply aren't. They are the cornerstone of what we need to consume as human beings. So I didn't need convincing of the product. And 6 years in, I've had 2 bugs in that time, and my health has never been better. But far more important perhaps than that, my own personal health, is what I'm able to offer other people. We are able to offer 2 key cornerstones of the human condition: their health, something that's scientifically proven to address any number of different key health markers, and also people's financial health, their wealth. And at times, I meet people every day. I met somebody today who works for TUI. He was a cabin crew with TUI. Has been on furlough for about 6 or 7 months. Doesn't know what 6 or 7 weeks. Sorry, doesn't know when she's going to go back to work. Full of uncertainty. I meet people hear stories from people like this the whole time. We have something that can address this, and as such, I feel I have a moral obligation to share it with as many people as I possibly can. I will continue to do so until I not only have helped other people achieve the goals that they want to from this business, but by default, if I do that, I will then achieve the goals that I want to. And that is a rare gift to be able to impart on anybody. And I feel privileged to be able to do so.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you so much, Howard. And it's so, so true. We're so blessed to have this amazing business, but also to have 2 of the things that people really, really need, which is
That's
great
right.
health and improving your finances. So luckily, we're able to combine both. Thank you so much, Howard.
Good to see you.
Up next, we have got our lovely Kat, who hit a promotion last month of Sales Coordinator, which is a promotion that comes with a £750 bonus, and she's on track for her next promotion this month that comes with a £1,000 bonus. But the business growth for Kat has just been absolutely insane over the past few months, so you just take it away, Kat.
Hi everyone, welcome to the call tonight. I found out about this business 6 years ago, roughly. I wanted to lose weight, so I started on the products. I did sign up for the business. I didn't put an awful lot of effort in at all. Then in November 2015, our world kind of lost its bottom. Our daughter was diagnosed with leukemia. In April 2016, we lost Rowan, and we were just kind of on autopilot. It was like a conveyor belt. We just did what we needed to do. I didn't go out. I had no energy. I didn't look after myself. My health was just rubbish. And we kind of just carried on like that for quite a while. Then in January this year, I discovered Sara. I started seeing a few of her videos, that her lives that she put on Facebook, and I just loved it. I loved Sara to bits. She was a normal everyday mum who fit this in around her life. She incorporated it into her family, and that's what I wanted, and I knew I needed to make a difference with my health to start with. So I started on the products. I started with boosters and shakes. I lost 2 stone in 3 months. But within the first 2 weeks, Sara asked me if I would be interested in the business, and I knew what it could do from previous experience. I didn't put the effort in then, but I knew I could do that now. So I signed up in February. I got my first promotion that month. It got me to, I kind of carried on for a couple of months, and then in June, I went senior partner. Last month, as Sara said, I got sales coordinator. I'm building my team up now. I absolutely love it. And right now, the health of not just me, but my family too. My kids are on the chews. My husband pinches my shake all the time. My 16-year-old is like a scrawny beanpole, and he's using the shakes to kind of beef up his weight and stuff like that. And the difference, my moods have improved massively. I can go out now, and I can, obviously when lockdown's not on, I can speak to people now, like in the last few years, that I just did not have any confidence to do whatsoever. And I put that solely on this business. I've built up relationships with people in this business, like best friends. Like we've been like that for years and years, and it's only been a few months. Like I say, my mood's improved, my health's improved. I work out daily, and I just love it. This business has made such a difference to our whole lives, and now I'm even looking to the future, to the point where, fingers crossed, I can get to the point where I don't have to do my part-time job anymore. My wage this month covered our rent totally with excess, and to be able to have your rent paid without even going into your husband's wage and the other bits, my part-time wage and everything, is just phenomenal. And it can only get better and better. So if you have got the chance to sign up for this business, I would say grab it with everything you've got. Within that first month, you can make your 50 quid back and then some. Just go for it, because you'll never ever look back.
Oh, Kat, I'm actually not going to say too much, because I'm really going to try and put myself together this week. I'm so proud of you. You're an absolute inspiration. You're such a pleasure to work with. Your work ethic and the success that you're seeing in your business is just a reflection of your commitment, your dedication, and your passion for helping other people. So the only way is up. You're going QSSC this month, and you're going to be quitting your job in the next few months as well. So just keep going, and congratulations, and thank you as well. I love you.
Thank you. Love you.
Okay, up next we've got Martin. Are you there?
Hi there. Hi. Hello. I'm here.
How are you?
Hey, I'm good. Thank you for inviting me. I really don't know what to say after these stories. I think I'm going to sound a little bit boring, but so I'm diabetic for 25 years, and that's how I came across these amazing products a few years ago while living in London. If someone recommended them as a sort of a solution for my dietary requirements, as I was at that time of my life, always tired, had problems with my skin, problems with my nails, then I had unstable sugar levels, and all in all, I just didn't feel like I wish I would, like I knew there was something else that I can feel better, and I was hoping that I'll find it. But I was at the beginning skeptical. I didn't grab it, with open arms, and I had needed time a little bit to get convinced. My partner at the time, she decided for us, and she brought them home, and that was it. That was the convincing I needed. I started using the products, the capsules, fruits, veggies, and berries, as that was mainly lacking in my diet. And to my surprise, I've seen the results very quickly. Within, I think, 2 weeks, I've noticed I slept much better. I had more energy. Excuse me. So basically, I felt the results very, very quickly. Within next few weeks, I just realized my skin has completely changed. And today, I had clear skin, I kind of glowing skin, but back then I had problem with acne, and that was something that a 33-year-old man doesn't deal well with. I mean, I don't think anyone would, but that was a problem for me. So I got rid of that, and I was happy, satisfied customer for a while. I didn't think business is gonna suit me. I just didn't see myself at the beginning, but I always had a dream to travel. I didn't have a job that I could travel, like someone who was speaking here before me. I wanted to travel. So I saw eventually in this opportunity a way for me to move out of London and start sort of deciding where I go, where I work from. As this product is a global, company is global, eventually I saw the opportunity, and it allowed me and my partner move out of London and move to Tenerife, from where she's building business in Italy. I'm building business in Poland and UK, Spain as well. So it truly revolutionized the way I see health and the way I think about business, the way I think about meeting people, helping others. It's completely transformed my mindset. So I'm eternally grateful for that person who introduced me to the products, and eventually, because it eventually changed my life, and like you heard, it's changing lives of many, many people. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Martin. That's absolutely amazing. I'm so sorry. I'm just running the room. Dad's going to come and get right away. I'm so sorry, but that gives you a typical representation of business and how we can fit it around our mother and parents and children as well. Martin, that was amazing. Thank you so much. Appreciate you joining the call this evening. Up next, we have got our lovely James.
Right. Hey, hello. Good evening, everyone. Can you see me?
We can.
Yeah. Now, I first saw the business in Texas in 1987. Can you believe that? I know that's such a long time ago, but when I saw it, I immediately thought, this is amazing. But I looked at it and I thought, I don't think I can do it. Anyway, I'll just give you a little bit of a background to it. I'll take the hat off now. I'll give you a little bit of a background. I qualified as a chartered surveyor, and prior to this, and I absolutely hated it. I hated it. I'd spent my 3 or 4 years getting to that to qualify for, and I just felt so depressed because I felt I'd worked towards something coming of it. Anyway, what happened was that when I saw this, I thought, wow, maybe I can do this. But what was really empowering for me is that I've been on a Dale Carnegie course. Pat, if you could just put yourself on mute. Pat, if you could put yourself on mute.
Okay, am I making a noise?
Yeah, well, we can see you, see. Yeah, anyway, so I'd been on a Dale Carnegie course, and on that course, they'd said, if you can find your emotional drive and run with it, then that is the key to success. And so in actual fact, when I first saw this, I thought, well, look, I'm not sure if I can do it. But I thought, wow, this is what I really, really want to do. I want to work with people. So I started working. I didn't really have a clue what I was doing. Everything was offline, so there was no online at all. Can you believe it? Most people would think that you would never be able to do anything, without being online, but I was completely offline. And I built myself up to a point where I completely replaced my annual income and turned it into a monthly income within 5 years. And that just blew my mind. And from there on, obviously, I've just kept going with it and going with it and going with it because I absolutely love every minute of this business. And of course, we've only just begun. So for the people that are looking at the call for the first time, your timing couldn't be better. We're just about to start worldwide expansion. Everything is in place. We've been preparing everything for you so that you can really make a big success of it. And wow, when we look at the stories that we've had tonight, we can think, really, we're in the right place at the right time. So I'm now going to hand back to Sara, but before I do that, I just want to make a little bit of an announcement. And that is that our most wonderful Sara has become a national marketing director, which is absolutely incredible. Sara, are you there?
Yippee!
Yeah,
Sure,
you can come on, yeah.
Hi.
So what we're going to do something a little bit different now, which we haven't done before on this call. I can't see you, Sara, but anyway, I know you're there. Unless you're so self-conscious, you've disappeared off the call, but I don't think that would be the case.
Down here.
Are you there? Are you there? Yeah. So, right, so this is an incredible achievement. Sara has become a national marketing director, and I think that everybody on the call, knowing what that means, would aspire to becoming a national marketing director. It basically means that you've helped a significant number of people achieve a passive income, a significant income from running their own business. And it means that you are in a really strong position of leadership. But the most important thing, it means that you are earning a really good income. Now, we're not allowed to say what we are earning, right? But it's amazing what you've achieved. And I just want to say to you, Sara, that as the moment I met you, because I first met you in your restaurant where you were holding a meeting, and it was up in Islington. And I was told, you must come to this event. It's so incredible. There's this extraordinary woman running this event. And I went, and the moment I saw what was going on there, I thought, wow, this is an incredible woman. She was running the event effectively herself. She'd organized the event. She had put aside the space, which was uniquely for all of us. She had bought lots of equipment and lots of backdrops and everything. And she was there putting up her flag saying, this is me, this is what I'm doing, and I'm going to make a success of it. And I have to say that I thought, wow, this is extraordinary. And it was even more extraordinary, and I hope you don't mind me saying this, Sara, is that Sara really didn't have a great deal of support from her upline. Now, I actually personally think that that's a huge advantage, because I was sponsored directly from the US and I had nobody. And so it makes us highly, highly resourceful. But I want to say to you, Sara, that it's a doubly impressive success that you've achieved here, because you had to do so much on your own, and you've done it so perfectly and so beautifully, and you are now a national marketing director. Incredible. So let's all give her a round of applause. Yeah. Woo!
Thank you so much. That's
so you may think, oh, everyone, some people maybe think, oh, there's a little bit over the top. Oh, I was expecting this to be a little bit like this. It's a bit razzmatazzy. It's a little bit American. But look, just stay with us, right? Because we are naturally, genuinely wanting to applaud someone else's achievement. And I'm sure that you would want the same for you if you achieved something incredible. Right. So I'm going to spend some time now asking Sara some questions, because at the end of the day, it'd be very easy for us to say goodbye, but we're not going to do that. We're actually going to get deep now into some questions about your success and how you've made it. Yeah. And the first question I want to ask you, Sara, is what got you started?
Oh, James, I just have to say thank you for that lovely introduction.
I mean every word of it. You are a very impressive person. What got you started?
So it's a bit of a long story. Obviously, I'm going to shorten it for this evening. But I came across Juice Plus when I was at a really low point in my life. And I say low, I think obviously people have been through difficult times. But for me, it was a really dark place that I couldn't ever see myself coming out of. A few years prior to that, I'd always really wanted to be successful and independent and have a good career. So had my son quite young, and then I went straight back to college to study accountancy, and then I went back to work. So I was juggling the work, studying, the mum life, everything all together. And then when my son was 2.5 years old, we started to notice that Harry wasn't progressing as well as he should have in certain areas. years. So someone first mentioned autism to us and I was absolutely terrified. I didn't even know what autism was. I was a young mum, as I said, and I didn't know how we'd cope. I didn't know what the future would hold, and it was just this, sounds terrible to say it, but it was just the dread for what the future would hold and how we would manage, and you know how Harry would manage and what the future held for him. So that was a huge shock, and I think from that point I started to suffer a little bit with a depression and a bit of mental health issues, and then on top of that I then started to suffer with alopecia, but really severely. So I lost all of my hair, I lost all of my eyebrows, my eyelashes, absolutely everything. And the depression, I'm not going to get emotional, but the depression that I went into after that is like nothing that I've ever experienced before, or anything that I would want anyone else to experience. I just had the most awful anxiety that I never even wanted to leave the house. I thought everyone would be looking at me or laughing at me or talking about me. So I then went to someone, from being quite an outgoing and confident person, I went to someone who never left the house. I was eating rubbish foods. I wasn't taking care of myself. And I just spent the day isolating myself. So I didn't really have any friends. I wasn't, you know, relationships and things like that. So I really, really was in a really awful place at the time. And I was just stuck at home doing nothing all day, crying or moping and watching rubbish TV, daytime TV. And then I came across Juice Plus. So I think a lot of people say that you might join this business either out of inspiration or desperation. And I think for me, it was definitely a bit of both. I didn't realise that I needed Juice Plus at the time, but it definitely came into my life at the right time. And I saw people on Facebook, which I'm sure maybe some of you who are on the call this evening have seen the same thing. And they seemed to be living this incredible life. They were happy and excited, and they had great friendships, and they were always doing things together and going out together and working from home and earning great money. So I was massively intrigued, and I first messaged someone about 8 months before I got started, and that's just a real reflection of how nervous and how little confidence I had, because even though I knew that it was something that I needed, because I needed to improve my health and my overall lifestyle, I still couldn't dive straight in because I just didn't have the confidence to do that. But I did eventually obviously say yes, because I'm here today, and I genuinely mean it when I put my, when I say this, I put my hand on my heart. It is honestly one of the best decisions that I've ever made. I praise the day that I said yes to Juice Plus, and hopefully this will be you guys all saying this in a few years' time as well, because what it's done for me over the past few years is absolutely incredible. You've seen some of my team on the call this evening, so the friendships, the relationships, the confidence. That when I first started, I wouldn't even get on a call like this, let alone host a call or host an event. So, I just say to anybody that is letting the lack of confidence hold you back, this business is absolutely the best thing to build your confidence.
So, Sara, where did you get the determination from? Because we hear of someone who was very reluctant to get moving, in a sense. And a lot of people would say, well, that's just like me. I couldn't imagine myself doing this. But how did you get yourself up to a point where you injected so much determination and passion to move forward in the way that you have? Where did that come from?
Well, when we were growing up, so when we were children growing up, we never had much at all. Like my upbringing, we went without a lot of things, and we didn't have a lot of stuff at all. There was no sort of stability in our household, or the gas might go or the electric might go and things like that. So when I was growing up, I might get emotional when I say this, but when I was growing up, I always thought to myself that when I have children, I never wanted them to experience that, and I always wanted to have them to have the most stable upbringing possible. So I think, as much, you know, my children are a huge motivation for me, but the fact that I want to be able to be independent and to provide for my children and to give them the upbringing that I never had is my massive motivation and determination in this business, because I'm so determined to give them
and so Sarah, you know, a lot of people would say, well, look, it sounds great what you've done, right, but where did you get the information from or the learning from in order to know what you needed to do to make the sort of progress that you've made? Because some people would say, as I did, I've never done anything like this before. How on earth would I even start? How on earth would I get myself to the point that you've got yourself to? So how did you develop the knowledge that you needed to get to where you've got to?
So I am a go-getter naturally, I think. I mean, when you start this business, a lot of people have uplines, which is the person that would sponsor you into the business. I've never really had an upline. So I've done a lot of stuff on my own. Now, when someone joins our team, straight away we send them a guide, which is literally a step-by-step guide to getting started. We've got videos on how to build your business. You've got your own online office where the information on there is incredible. We have team meetups weekly, events monthly. So there's this huge support network on how to build your business. And literally, we try to make it as simple as possible for you to get started, and we do it gradually as well. So I totally appreciate that people start at different levels. Some people want to join and say, give me everything, I'm going to do it right now, whereas some people want to build their confidence and do it gradually, and both of those things are totally okay. We always work at your own pace when you get started. And for me personally, I love to build my knowledge, so I am always on, we have training calls most days. I'm always on the calls. I would show you the pile of books that I've got here, but they probably collapse, which would be quite embarrassing. So, you know, whether it is network marketing books, there's a world of information on YouTube, there's training videos online. So if you want something bad enough, you will go and do whatever it takes to
What's
achieve.
What's the most important book that you've read that helped you understand this?
Okay, sorry, I'm going to... Okay, so this one here, you can see, because this is battered.
Come on.
This is the book that I recommend for new starters. This is, like I say, the network marketing Bible almost, which is GoPro. And it actually says 7 steps to becoming a network marketing professional. So when someone first gets started, I say, get this book. It's going to teach you absolutely everything that you know. And you can see mine's had a good...
And where does that come from? You can get that from Amazon, can't you? Amazon?
Yeah, definitely. But the one for me that really changed everything in my business was the 45-second presentation.
By Don Failer.
Yeah,
can you show that to us? Have you got that there or not?
I haven't. You'll find it hilarious, but obviously my son's got autism, and on the back of the book there's a photo of an elderly man. I'm assuming it's the author.
Don Failer.
Yeah, but my son thinks it's his granddad. So I've had to buy him a copy, but he takes it every time I get a new one and hides it in his room. But the 45-second presentation, once you start building your business and you've got the knowledge and you're ready to start building your team, the 45-second presentation for me, I'd been doing this business for about 2 years, was really giving it my all. And then I read that book, and for me, I was like, well, you've been doing it a little bit wrong. Really about how to structure your business and how to build your team and how to grow your team and support your team. And so that book is definitely my all-time favourite.
Great. Okay, well look, Sarah, just tell us very quickly, highest point and lowest point.
So my highest point, and this sounds quite cheesy, because people used to say this when I've listened to people say this onto a Zoom call, and I'd be like, yeah, right. So they'd say, oh, you know what means the most is when you see your team getting their promotions, not when you get yours. And I used to think, yeah, right, you know, can't be true. Of course, you're going to really love getting your own promotions. But I promise you, like last month, in our team, we had approximately 20 or 25 promotions. And some of the ladies on my team that have committed everything, that they've put their trust into me, they've built their confidence to help them. Like on the last day of the month, we're like nervous wrecks, all of us. We're working up, we're late, up early. No, everyone's laughing, but nobody's. It's like the day full of emotions. So to go to bed that night, and we're literally waiting eagerly to wait and wake up the next day and check our reports online, and then to hear everyone getting their promotions and celebrating is incredible. And then when we found out what our wages were going to be this month, our whole team chat just went absolutely crazy. And you heard from Kelly this evening, who said that her wage is going to help her do it with a big food shop for the school holidays, and to take her son on a nice day out, and for other people to help them pay their bills that they've been furloughed and things like that. So hearing those stories and what an impact this business is having on everyday people's lives is my high point, 1,000,000%, definitely.
And lowest.
My lowest point, I think, is like, it's just when you get into that sort of mindset of self-doubt, when you look back and you think, I'm not good enough, I can't do this, everybody else is amazing, you know, I can't achieve what they've achieved. And also when you've got people who you're really close to, could be your partner, your family members, siblings perhaps, in my case, who say to you, you know, why are you doing this? It's you know, you can do better than this. Why are you spending all this time doing this? You know, why are you putting your time on this? For me, I found that really, really tough to have all of those negative opinions. So working on my mindset and doing a personal growth journey for me was absolutely important.
Great. And top tips for success.
I tried to write these down really quickly. So the first top tip is to just say yes. Don't do what I did and think about it for 8 months. I promise you, you will regret it. It's like there's never a good time. If you're a mum, you'll totally get that. If something always comes up, there's never a good time. So just say yes and figure it out along the way. Number 2 is to not let other people's opinions hold you back. Their opinions will not pay your bills. This business will. So don't listen to what anyone else says. Just absolutely believe in yourself and go forward. Number 3 is to know your why. Really know why you want this business, what you want to achieve from it. And I say to obviously have a bit of a vision board, like what do you want to achieve in the next 12 months and in the next 5 years? Because I've got mine hugely like on this massive board in front of me now. I won't show you because it's a bit cringe.
I was going to say, could you turn around the camera? But
no way.
No, I understand. Don't worry.
No, but it's not that interesting, by the way.
No, I'm sure it is. But anyway, I understand it's confidential.
No, but to be able to see it there in front of you and cross off your goals and know what you're aiming for is so motivating. So that is definitely a must-have. And work on you every single day. If you work on yourself, I'm a strong believer that if you work on yourself, everything else will just fall into place.
And how do you work on yourself? You?
So I'm one of those that I'd say a bit hippified now, might be the wrong thing to say, but I am, again, another book that I swear by is The Miracle Morning. I recommend it to everyone on my team. It's about starting your day with an hour of sort of self-development. So before I wake up and take on the world and its problems and, you know, a million messages and everything else, I wake up early before my children. I get onto my spin bike, I do a half an hour of exercise, I do some meditation, I watch a self-development video on YouTube. The first time I started watching them, I was like, these people are crazy, what do they do in this company? Because I think anyone who watches Tony Robbins for the first time, you're like, oh my God, this man's crazy. But it really, really helps me start my day right. And then by the time it's you know, how you start your day is how you end your day. So if you start your day rushing, in a bad mood, can't get on top of things, the rest of your day is going to go downhill. I can guarantee you that. Whereas if you start your day fresh, early, on time, work done, you're literally just going to own the rest of your day and have an absolutely amazing, productive day.
I love that, Sarah. Now, finally, what would you say to someone who's looking at this for the first time?
From what I've said this evening, I mean, it does sound totally cheesy to say, this business has transformed my life. It's totally changed my life. The reason I started this business and I stuck with this business is because of the prospects and the possibilities that I wouldn't have been able to get elsewhere. I never had the money to start a traditional business. I had so much drive and passion and dedication, but I didn't have the vehicle that I needed to get me where I wanted to go. This business has enabled me to do that. It's £50 to get started. The majority of my team, I would say probably 90%, if not higher, have earned that back plus more in their first month. Once you hit your first promotion, you probably triple, if not quadruple, your £50 investment. So you've got nothing to lose, firstly, everything to gain and nothing to lose. But on top of that, I worked it out that my earnings this month, this is obviously without any bonus, are 3 times what I would have earned in a month working 40 hours a week in my accountancy job. And I've managed to achieve that in 4 years. So some people might say, do you know what, that 4 years is a long time to build a really successful business. But when you think about it like that, if I had stayed in my old job, do you think I would have had a 300% pay rise in 4 years? Most definitely not. Your pay rise per annum in a regular sort of 9 to 5 traditional job is maybe 2% or 5%. So I suppose I guess it comes down to if you want to spend the next 40 years doing what you're doing right now, which I say because it sounds so scary now that my eyes have been open, or would you like to spend the next 3, 5, 7 years putting all of your work and all of your commitment into a business that will change your life and your family's lives? So work really hard for the next 5 to 10 years and then live the life of your dreams and relax on a beach somewhere, which is definitely my goal.
Perfect. Sara, you are an inspiration. I mean, every week you are our host and you just do such a wonderful job. But this week, you are our superstar and you always will be. But honestly, what you've achieved is absolutely incredible. So another big, massive round of applause. Well done, well done, well done. So we'll be back next week, and I'm going to finish the call now. So we're going to be back next week. We have a special guest, Lou Anderson, who is a recent presidential marketing director. She's got an incredible job. She works full-time for a bank in the city, whilst meanwhile making her fortune with our company. So if you wonder how on earth someone would achieve that, then join us next week, same time, and we look forward to seeing you then. So thanks everybody for coming. Thank you for everyone's amazing stories. Thank you, Paula. Thank you, Sara. Thank you everyone for your amazing contribution, and we'll see you next week. Bye. Take care, everyone. Bye for now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.
Cheerio. Bye.
Take care. Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.